Hey guys, this is Sarah's night,
And Lantis.
and I need to click back on this. Funny how I remember that the first time,
Yep.
but not this time. And we are finally about to ascend the Shinra building. You know, I remember the scene up here to the side. When I saw it in the player's guide before actually going through this game,
Yeah?
I was actually a little freaked out. For some reason, I just thought due to the game's dark and gritty nature that somehow this was blood.
Oh.
And it's just red spray paint where somebody utterly failed to like spell avalanche correctly.
Is that supposed to be avalanche?
Yeah, I think like the rest of the word is off to the side, but it's just they put an ER instead of an A. Or maybe avalanche.
Huh.
I always thought this was kind of dumb right here, Barrett. It's a golden shiny wire of hope.
Yeah, that's weird.
It also doesn't sound like it would come from him.
Yeah. Let's mosey. A little early for that, but, you know. Mercy!
Actually, it sounds like something Mitsuri would say. I was about to say it's something Mitsuri would say. Add a H to that. To both words. Dad told me avalanche did it. No. Why didn't you like stop and correct them? Don't you? Okay.
Battery.
Well, put it in.
That's what she said. Sorry.
I seriously wasn't thinking about that at all. God, we did so many.
Yeah, I know.
So many. That's what she says at work, at Albemarle, and mine were always like, I don't know. It's just because somehow it never got old on The Office, as dumb as the joke is itself. So I was more like doing it in
sarcastic
Michael Scott's kind of way.
Oh, yeah.
And some of mine, like a lot of mine, were like confused though. At the same time, like. That's what she said. Like, I'm not sure if it really works.
A good time for this? Is this appropriate? Whoops, you fell.
No, I do that all the time. Somehow, just end up going back the way I came immediately. Cloud, you look kind of dumb the way you're climbing that.
It's the model.
I know.
It's.
Okay, well, jump. Having a problem here.
Ah!
Oh, so when you brought up the Breakfast Club a little bit ago, that reminded me, there was this one weird movie I saw, and I remember exactly where I was at.
Maybe if you stop, like, adjusting after the text box.
Okay, it felt like it was moving me out of position. That's why I kept doing it.
All right.
After you know, I would. Okay.
I think whenever you adjusted, that
was actually yeah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that was my bad. Oh,
What are you standing on?
I don't know. I never figured it out, but I have to go up from the last screen the other way and put that battery in first, don't I?
Oh, so now you get to do this again.
I think I just drop all the way down, don't I?
Well, I mean, you have to do it again coming back.
Well, if I'm remembering this wrong, I don't know how. I used to play the crap out of this game. Despite how long it's been, I can't believe I would forget that. Maybe I could keep going for a bit. Oh, I think that's right. It was just to get like an extra, like, ether or something using my last battery.
So nothing to
Anyway,
fret
so
about.
when I was still living in Shreveport, it was like right before martial arts class one night. I was like big into like just all these movies I know I wanted to see over the years, and I would just stream it somewhere. And one of them was called Bad Kids Go to Hell.
No.
And it was exactly like Breakfast Club if it were a supernatural slasher movie. And sure enough, like Judd Nelson like played the principal.
Oh, yeah.
in this, so I was like, wow, how appropriate. I recognized him right away. And there was this funny moment where it was like the kids were kind of going into their backstories about how they ended up in detention that day. And like one of them was like this seemingly straight-laced girl who made all the good grades and
Oh, yeah.
was kind of like the school princess.
Did she have a fat girl's name?
No. I think her name was Megan. Megan McDurst. I don't know how I remember that, but yeah, let's sneak in quietly. I think we can get an elixir on the stairs.
Oh, boy.
Get to hear Barrett moan and groan on the way
It's funny
up.
because you actually get that in Remake as well. Final Fantasy VII Remake, if you take the stairs, Barrett will complain.
Yep, sure enough, I saved over that file, just like I said I knew I was going to do eventually.
Well,
Whatever.
I mean, that's kind of a ways to go back now.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done it anyway, I'm sure. So, the hell? Okay, a little bit of a perspective, depth perception issue there. I thought I had to go further to the back of the camera before.
Hup, 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 hup.
So, it was like, she was so tired of like being the good girl or something that she took off her glasses and started stripping down in front of everybody to like this music
to prove that she's not a good girl anymore.
Something like that. I don't know. It was some kind of breakdown she was having. And I remember like the song, the lyrics to her like, can't pay my rent, but I'm fucking gorgeous.
Nuts.
So anyway, there's like kind of this montage, like you just hear everybody screaming. Nobody's really doing any dialogue. Everybody's screaming and cheering for her while she's like stripping down. People got their like phones up, filming it.
Oh, so this is more modern.
Yeah.
Because Breakfast Club was before the whole... You know, back in the day, kids.
And, you know, that song is like playing in the foreground, but the main character, who's a guy, I think he was in trouble because he just went into that room to just see what was going on because he heard the commotion as he was coming down the hall. And he just got water from the water fountain by accident on his pants. So he was there at the door, just like, for some reason it started bothering him right then and there, and he kept trying to like air dry it out. So from the back, when Judd Nelson, the principal, came up, he thought he was
jerking it.
Yeah, to the stripping girl. And he's like, "All right, you're coming with me." And kid's like, "What? I wasn't doing anything." He goes, "Don't touch me, Mr. Sticky."
Mr. Sticky.
Yeah, I remember. And then I went to. Well, I didn't say this part because it was a family class. People of all ages were there in the Taekwondo class. Like right after the movie, I just started talking about, yeah, this movie was weird. It was called Bad Kids Go to Hell.
Are we there yet?
I said not yet, like Tifa's really starting to get annoyed. Here we are.
Your elixir. It's a potion.
Wow.
You got jebaited.
Yeah, but do you know for sure if you're even close to being halfway up? Therefore,
I mean, surely, like, we can't see the doors over here, but I'm assuming that there's numbers.
that is true. I think they know pretty much how many floors there are.
What's going on? As she said, I'm going on. Huh?
Is that what that was?
What? This was in the original game?
Well, she didn't say where do you think you're looking, but I always thought she was doing a weird pose right there. But from the PS1 graphics, I couldn't tell what that was about.
What, in the original game, they alluded that Barrett was trying to look up Tifa's skirt? Wow. I do not remember that at all.
I thought she just suddenly got... my best guess was she suddenly got afraid of heights. She just looked down and all of a sudden realized how many floors there... But again, you couldn't tell she was, like, trying to pull down her little mini skirt
and
with the PS1 graphics.
Trying to, like, put her legs together. Like, ugh.
That's stupid.
That is poor writing. You did not need to put that in your game, Square. Like... I mean, it's kind of all over the place, like, the whole pervy thing. Like, even it was even in Final Fantasy IX with the whole, like, ooh soft. Like, they can't help themselves.
Oh, I really pissed off people in the Final Fantasy IX fan group on Facebook by saying, you know what? Zidane's not the great guy he makes himself out to be. And here's some examples why. Ooh, they didn't like that.
Well, too bad, because you're right.
There was a fan wank reaction to that. Oh, and somebody trolled him further by saying VII was actually the worst character in the party. And, like, it's pretty... Yeah, like, VIVI's pretty popular in terms of, like, this is a real character you can sympathize with. He's got depth and an arc and all that. And I agree.
Yeah.
But, sure. Oh, yeah. He clearly was just doing that to troll them.
Push buttons.
And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm on his side because I can't stand people who fan wank that badly, that they get that upset over somebody simply saying that's not my favorite character.
Oh, he's back.
Ooh, I'm scared.
He's the one guy that almost killed you.
He didn't kill shit.
He almost did.
He didn't almost kill shit.
He almost did. You had Barrett and Cloud on red health. Like, it was close.
Yeah, well, your mom had me on red health last night. I'm not sure if that's a diss against me or your mom.
I don't know. Actually, so here's the thing. Guardian Scorpion, because there's a save point if you wanted to.
I just did.
Okay. But I'll say, I believe that one of the few things I actually know about New Threat, I don't know in a whole lot, but I do know that, like, Guardian Scorpion becomes a recurring boss fight, like, throughout the whole game.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Just more. It's just more content in the game, right? So, who did you just hit?
I thought I hit Tifa.
Yeah, you did. It looked like you didn't, but I can see it on the barrier bar.
Okay. Yeah, because I was wondering, what I do?
But I believe, like, that Guardian Scorpion even becomes, like, one of the optional super bosses at the end. I think. But I don't know if you have to fight Guardian Scorpion at every opportune time that you, like, every time he shows up. I don't know if you can skip him or not and continue that as an optional quest. Are there tents in this game? I can't remember if 7 has tents.
Yep.
Oh.
I always did thought it was really dumb when as soon as you shed their armor, when they try to attack you, they just, like, sort of harmlessly roll around you.
They were way more interesting in Remake because they would actually, like, skate around, and they were, like, actually hard to hit. Nothing to steal. I like how you can see his legs and see that, like, one of the legs didn't get the new armor. Oh. And, like, one of the guns got upgraded, but not the other. And the tail was replaced with, like, this mace thing.
A lot of HP.
for you.
Yeah, you wish.
I will say, I might be at least slightly disappointed that so far it's been pretty cruisy.
Oh, I have a feeling we won't be thinking that anymore once I get to Motorball. At minimum. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
I forgot, were you supposed to be able to hit his tail? No.
That's free limit break. Nice. Good damage.
Well, if Big Shot's single target surely would do more than heavy grenade. Yeah. I like how he really gets into that.
Like he's like bracing for the recoil from the shot.
Yeah. Why didn't he counter? Oh, that's right. I've been curing this whole time. He probably didn't counter limit breaks.
X shock. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, Tifa's thing where she survives with 1 HP.
Oh, God. Did Phoenix down for nothing. Crap.
Yep.
Oh, well. Good, I paralyzed him. Need to cure it up.
Yeah, you do. Where is your all? What is your all on?
On fire for some stupid reason. I don't know why I didn't do cure. Well, then again, it makes regular fights go by so much faster, so...
That's probably why. Also, Tifa and Barrett are blind.
It never did seem to be much of a problem, though. Yeah, it seems like Final Fantasy 6
Nice.
and 7, blind just never really...
Yeah. Oh, it didn't work at all in 6. Like, it's bugged in Final Fantasy 6. It does nothing.
Did they ever correct that
Nope.
in future?
I don't think so. Wait, they might have in, like, GBA and later, but, like, the SNES version, it was bugged. Blind did nothing. Except give your character cool shades. My favorite thing was, like, having Terra blind and have her use morph so she looks like she's in her, like, Esper form but has cool shades. It's great. Also, good job.
Gracias.
Did you want to put Cure on all, or do you want to leave it on fire just for the convenience of faster fights?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it on. Just if I forget before the
Motorball?
no, not Motorball, but the boss
ele-
before that, the one with the weird ID number, because it's like one of Hojo's experiments. Before that fight, remind me.
In the elevator with Red?
No, the one before that when you get red.
Gotcha. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like HO and a bunch of numbers or something. Sample. That guard's asleep. You know what I always thought was wrong?
Blinks into.
Not that I should care that much because those movies suck, but in Resident Evil Apocalypse movie, the one that it's just like RE3 except not. Oh, they don't fight me. Okay. They just tell me to go away and then watch me clearly not go out the exit from which I came. Yeah, towards the end, you remember, like, they capture Alice again, Umbrella does, and she wakes up and she's like, I remember everything. So she just, like, murders everybody with her mind. And then it was, like, some guard just watching her through the monitors. Like, oh no, what should I do? And she looks at the camera and he dies a horrible death, bleeding out his eyes. I'm like, what did that guy do?
And how did she know that he was even there?
Psychic powers. I mean,
Psychic powers. Nah, just kidding with you, amigo.
I like Luis in RE4.
Liked.
Liked.
Yeah, because he died.
Oh, right. Oh,
Spoilers!
I thought you meant like maybe you didn't like his remake version or something.
I really liked his like glow up for a remake. They did a good job for him there, and I like the like times they referenced Don Quixote, like that. I think that fit really well.
Yeah,
with
it
him.
strangely was not out of place.
Yeah.
I thought it would be. Because I'll tell you, like when they started getting like talking about, you know, great works of literature and kind of this general whoops, almost made it. This general philosophical talk when they did like all those quotes from Franz Kafka poems or some crap in whatchamacallit, Revelations 2. I thought that part was dumb.
I liked Rev 2. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, overall it was good, but that I did not care for that part.
You should maybe put Bolt on, like, well, I don't know, on all. I think most things here are going to be robotic.
Mom's robotic.
I roboticized your mom.
Okay.
She's a cyborg now.
Sorry, bro. Didn't mean to turn your mom into a half human, half robot. Oh yeah, I'm on the last video of, because I was thinking that might be a Gang Grumps kind of joke during their LPs. I'm on the last video of Phantasmagoria.
Hey, good stuff.
They really seem to like the woman that plays.
Oh yeah, she's super cool.
Yeah.
And it turns out she's super cool in real life.
Yeah, when they did an interview, I was like, you know, she seems really chill. Yeah. And honestly, she's probably like 60 now, and still pretty good looking lady.
Yeah. It's just cool. Like I'm glad she came out of that with like such a good experience, considering like the subject matter of the game. You know, because it like, you know, if you don't know, that game is. I think the best way, like the most tame way I could describe it is fucked up. Like.
Whoa. I don't like the short distance they cross there, so I like to wait till it's longer towards the left. Whoop.
Ooh.
And then I got greedy.
And then I immediately didn't do the thing I said I like to do.
Yeah. I'm lucky I didn't pay for it. You know, honestly, guys, if you just move these stupid-looking... Really?
Again.
If you just move these stupid-looking statues out of the way, you wouldn't have to patrol like that.
You know how corporate is. They're like, no, we have to have those statues. They represent our, like, one-team goal in Shinra. We have to have them. I don't care if we have to hire extra guards to, like, walk around and keep security tight. It is important that we can blah, 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 blah.
69. I'm telling you, dude. I was only half joking when it came up in a gear fight towards the end of the game in Xenogears. I was like, no, the odds of this, no, this is scary.
Of all games to get 69, like in any RPG, sure, but in a Gears fight where you're doing thousands upon thousands of points of damage, how do you even manage that?
Just the right amount of luck combined with you probably fighting with one of the weaker gears with a weaker engine, probably wasn't up to date, and the fact that the enemy blocked.
Was that the run? Was that my run, or was
that? Yeah,
it
was your run.
Was that the run where I specifically
yes.
played the entire game, spending as little money as possible, so that by the time I got to the final area of the game, I could go to, what was it, Big John or Johnny, and just literally buy all the best things.
Like you pimped your gears big time. I was like, okay, well now that you've done that, let's see if it makes a difference. Don't fight the sub bosses to weaken Diaz.
And do Diaz with all the sub parts, so he has the extra turns, the healing, all of it, all the attacks.
And you were like, well, oh, I don't know about this, man. I was like, oh, come on, and you actually beat it first try.
Yeah. And it wasn't that bad. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Just goes to show you what the power of capitalism.
Whoops, I didn't mean to hit circle. Yeah, crap. Well, I'm getting experience.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, that's experience.
Ugh.
Don't you have something on, like, still as well?
Yeah, ice.
I really like the battle phrases. That's a good mod. I'm glad we got that. It adds a little bit more, like, zazz.
Yeah.
Adds a little bit of, that je ne sais quoi.
Oh, so okay, I know you're not like the now that I'm married, I'm like super cool and I can't look at VG chicks or anything.
Nah, whatever.
But you know, still, I just want to warn you ahead of time if you choose to check this out. Thinking of Tifa. Now you know that,
Oh,
or at least you probably knew.
did you have cover on him?
Yeah.
Did you see what he did? He countered.
Oh.
He covered and countered. That's cool. Sorry, go ahead.
She has like my favorite character theme of all time.
Oh, Tifa's theme, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like in my top 10 best VG songs, so it's the top character theme. And honestly, I never thought about that much until I first made that list at RPGM Mag, you know, like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Before that, I was just thinking it's a good song, but I never really. But anyway, so it's still going to be in my top 100 list easily, and there's this person named Pan Piano. That's the name of her channel. Maybe her name is Pan. I don't know. Her gimmick is she plays the piano beautifully while in sexy cosplay,
Okay.
but never shows her face.
Okay. Oh, all right.
So if you choose to check her out, you know, Pan Piano, Tifa's theme, just Tifa's theme on piano, phenomenal. So
Cool.
So everybody's comment, of course, is something like,
Nice tits.
came for the breasts, stayed for the, you know, beautiful music or something like that. And I'm like, why not both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Wasn't that off of a pizza commercial, like that meme gif
Yeah,
of the little girl saying,
yeah.
why not both? And then like everybody's lifting her up, cheering like, that's the best idea ever. So yeah, before I started checking out the Phantasmagoria playthrough given to me by Danny
Yeah.
and Brian, that's
Brian,
his actual.
yeah. Brian Wecht.
The only thing I knew about it was what the box cover art looked like when I saw it as a child in a Best Buy somewhere, and the scene that Spoonie went over when he briefly talked about before reviewing some other old FMV game. And it was where like the poor woman you're playing as like gets her head like obliterated by a guillotine blade, and he goes, "Oh, you do not get much more owned than that." Yeah, that's all I knew about that game before.
I think it's a great game, if only for being a representation of that age. Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about like PC gaming using live action actors and full motion video. It's a game that has a really high production value because you're talking about set locations, actors, makeup, you know, all that stuff. You're like, all the things that go into like making a movie are pretty much utilized, but it's still a video game. Maybe it's not a deep video game, it's a point-click adventure, but like the end product is something that you never see again. It's like a bygone genre. Like, I don't know. I think it's interesting.
Cool.
Where's Eris? You better step off.
He thinks Eris is the cute receptionist.
He doesn't even know her name?
Well, maybe her name is like Eris with just an E. So when you're just pronouncing it, he thinks that's who you're talking about. Just sounds the same, different spelling. Or maybe he thought you said Aaron.
Aaron Hansen. Better step off. He's mine.
Oh, is that Ego Raptor?
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Danny. I actually do like Brian. He's funny. He's all of his shit is like so dry. His humor is so dry. But it's I don't know. Sometimes dry humor hits me good.
I'm just wondering, couldn't like these people just hear me below fighting, you know, with gunfire and everything?
Perhaps.
The guards just below, you know, on the floor
Maybe.
just below. I don't know why. I always did enjoy this segment of FF7 scaling the Shinra building.
Wasn't there a megaphone here for
Yeah.
Kate Sith? Like, way before you ever, like, are going to even encounter Kate Sith. Why do you get a megaphone so early? Like, I get it.
Well, I don't think
because
you can actually get it until when you return to Migra at the end of the game.
Yeah.
But it is there.
Right.
And you're just, I think you can just observe and just be like, hey, what's this?
It's a megaphone. I mean, I get that it's most likely Reeves, since Reeves works here, right? Right?
Just got to try them all, right? From my experience, most often it's best. And he's like, yeah, see, because I'm the best. Me, not President Shinra.
Because I'm the bomb. He's in Remake 2, and he's also kind of weird. Like he's an Avalanche member that has infiltrated Shinra.
Cool.
Yeah.
He's a mayor, kind of like Mayor Hager. Gets shit done.
And doesn't even need to wear a shirt to do it. That was like, I think Mayor Haggard was like the first, like, video game character that I noticed use the lariat move, where, you know, you just stick your arms out and spin.
There were random enemies in here, weren't there? Crap.
If only you had encounter down materia.
Can I go through here? Yes.
Got a coupon. Coupon change. 4 slots. Oh wait, a new all? What's 4 slots?
I can't remember what 4 slots is, but I want it.
Maybe it's a piece of gear that has 4 slots. No, it's just called 4 slots. Oh,
It's
it's
exactly
a bangle
what you
that
were-
has 4 slots.
I mean, it's what you were thinking.
I feel kind of dumb. Now, getting a second all materia would be pretty big.
Which would, but... Now, I know I didn't want the star pendant. You can buy one for like $500 later on. Just protects against poison, that's it.
Yeah, I mean...
I mean, if you even want it then.
I can't even, like, there are so few times that would actually come into play. Hup, 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 hup.
You know, that reminds me, there's this one time, I was maybe only 11 or 12 years old. So, feeling a little bit awkward about my body. Barely even know what sex is at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you know, back in the day, this was totally cool. Nobody was, you know, nobody really meant anything with it. But my great aunt hugged me one time. She kind of, like, feels a bit of the pudge I got going on there. She's like, these are love handles, huh? I'm like, what?
What?
She is actually still alive, though. Even though this is 25 years later. At least 25 years later that we're talking about. Yeah, HP shout right there. Oh, I forgot there were other things in the lockers. Cool.
What is this megaphone? How great would it be? Like, alright, hold on, right? Let's say you find a megaphone, right? And you're like, I don't know why I'd hold on to this. But, like, if he just inspected it, looked at it, he would realize that it has materia slots on it. And since it's such a late, like, weapon, it would have a lot of materia slots on it, which I would keep even if I couldn't use it, right? So it'd be really cool if you know, the first time you recruit Kate Sith, you just be like, oh, you can use megaphones? Here's this really good one that has a shit ton of slots.
Yeah. So, they're bringing carry armor out early. Way early.
Does that scare you?
Yeah, you wish.
Are you scared? Are you afraid?
Oh,
Boy,
yeah.
he's gonna hit you with a hammer.
Got some.
He's gonna hammer you. You're gonna get hammered.
Hammer time.
Oh, he's gonna touch this. Bolt and Earth.
That actually hurts. And the original only does like 12 points of damage. Alright, I'm gonna see what he can morph into. Should be getting close. Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
I hit myself because I was confused.
Nothing to steal. Huh?
Where'd you freaking go?
Yeah!
Fine, I didn't want to play with you anyway. Taking my ball and going home. Okay.
Be funny if, like, Barrett looked to his left and like, hey, why are we running in place?
Okay, what was the point of that?
I don't know. You went goodbye.
And I should have done more flips.
Ooh, so close to a level.
Yeah, might as well do one more fight.
Yeah, and just make sure you don't use your limit so you can, like, open with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, well, might as well grab this chest while I'm here.
Keycard 66. Execute order 66.
So, what did I get? I thought I got the key card for putting the puzzle together.
Well, I mean, that might have been an original. This is a new thread. Might be something different.
Well, now I gotta know.
Do ya? Hyper. Nice. Honestly, I would consider putting that on somebody. Just for faster limit. I mean, not this way. Missed.
I'm shocked.
Right? Nice.
Okay, let's go save before we tackle this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, I agree.